All right. So I am going to attempt to record this video again because my phone has really been tripping on me. It's not recording the audio. It says that it's recording it, but it's not recording it. So, what I want to talk about, and I know this is going to seem really out of left field, but it is something that I always had within my soul or my essence, my mind, my aura, my genetic makeup. It's always been something that I've been passionate about. I had a burning passion for. And the reason I'm doing this, and I'm not making this video long, I will talk about this in other videos, but I am literally planting the seed right now for this. Because before I was scared to talk about this. I was in fear of talking about this. I was in fear to express what I really wanted and how I really wanted my life to be and what I'm going to make my life. If it happens naturally, if it comes together to fruition, how it, however it does, because you just things are never going to happen the way that you think they're going to happen. And I know this as a person myself. But anyway, when we say things like believe in yourself or love yourself, or if I say something like create your kingdom, the reason that that's not enough is because we are missing companionship within those things that we're saying. Like if I say something like create your kingdom, men, I don't think have an understanding of, they're like, well, why would I do that? Why would I create my own place? Why would I plant my own food? Why would I build my own house? Why would I get a property? Why would I do any of those things? And the thing that I have been leaving out when I have been talking about this is I want to create my own sisterhood, a sisterhood of polygyny, a sisterhood of polygamy, because I am a polygamist. Even though I don't have women in my life right now, I am somewhat of a swinger polygamist. I am someone that wants to have a sisterhood of women that are all for me and I'm all for them. They care for me like I care for them. They do what they do, I do what I do. See, it's a thing where the sisters care for one another. They help one another. They comb each other's hair. They kiss each other. They they do things together. They work together. They do everything together, but I am the prized possession because I am the man in that. And I'm someone that I believe that every man on this earth should have at least two or three women in their life. That's what I truly believe. And I'm not scared to say it. I have no fear to say it because there's more women in the world than men. So, how are women going to have companionship if there's more women than men? It can't be if you're talking about the statistics. I know that not every woman and man in the world are going to live together and do things together and start a community together. I know that, or a lifestyle like that together. But see, this is, I'm not saying that we can ultimately just be fulfilled. I'm not saying that that is a reality, but I know that there are going to be good times and there are going to be times that are not so good as other times. But see, The thing with I think that polygamy is divinity. I think that women are divine. I think women are divinity itself. And I've always thought this. I've always believed this within my essence. I always wanted to be around women. I did most of what I did for women. Not every little thing, but most things, I won't lie. I do it for women. And this is something that I truly believe today that men are missing in their lives. And what's going on in the world today, to me, it's so ridiculous how men are saying things like ignore women or treat them bad, or just this nonsense that people are talking about. I don't believe it. I don't even, I hear little things and I see little things on YouTube and other places, but the whole thing with like being alpha male and all this stuff, to me, it's all ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. And men are, and I am not some coach, like sex coach or polygamy coach, or I am not any kind of coach. I'm just me. I am just the essence of me, I am my own divinity here, like every other person is their own divinity. And I know what I want. I know what I want in life, and I know what I need in life. And men just try to act so prideful and so tough, and everybody wants to be an alpha male, and everybody wants to compete, and everybody wants to seem like they're more and they're bigger and they're better than the other man. See, I'm not like that. I'm someone that I'm not even going to say that I am someone that wants the best for myself. I am someone that is just authentic with myself. I'm real with myself. I'm honest with myself. I'm not lying to myself. So, therefore, this is me. And if I would label myself as anything, I would say that I am a Sigma male. And why are Sigma males so rare? Because in order to see, I'm not going to tell anybody to practice this or become this. You are either like this or you're not like this. And I'm not here to judge people. That's not why I'm doing this video. But I would say learn the essence of what it means to be a Sigma male. Because trying to be this alpha male or trying to be a version of yourself that you aren't, it's never going to work, because you're faking it if you're trying to be something that you're not for women and the world and other men. It's all bullshit. It's all some bullshit game that we play. And I just say to myself, for me, like, I have got to start being brutally honest with what I want and stop living in this fear bubble and hiding this unto myself, because that doesn't make sense either, because then no one's ever going to know about it. No one's going to ever hear the essence that I'm speaking of. So therefore, the only way that it could ever come into fruition is if it somehow naturally happened. And I really don't like speaking about it, if I'm being honest. I kind of wanted to keep it a secret, but I'm not keeping it a secret anymore. But it's the things that go into it, it's I would have to literally write a book about it, because I believe that polygyny and polygamy is the divinity that we are all looking for. And I have to remind the women out there, I am looking to be in this sisterhood where I am the prized possession, just like the women are my prized possession. But I am looking for to do that. I am not trying to procreate, though. I am not trying to have children. That's where I differ. That's why I would dare to say that I'm more of like a swinger polygamist or a polygamist. Polygamist. I'm more of like a swinger polygamist because one day I might be attracted to Cindy and might be doing something with her. And then the other women, they see that. And it's not to get jealous of, it's to say, you will have your time also. See, it's a waiting kind of thing. It's a build up kind of thing. And to me, that even turns me on because it's knowing that they're thinking about you. It's knowing that when you go somewhere, that you're on their mind and everything they do is for you and everything I do is for them. And only if women would be loyal and would submit and would give their lives to me, I would give my life to them. And this is what is so unique about what I'm saying, because there is literally nobody in the world right now that is speaking about what I'm speaking about. Not one person. Yes, there are polygamists. There is polygyny, and there is, even the Church of Latter-day Saints or the thing in Utah, they practice that. But this is not bringing religion and other kind of practices into this. It's a natural polygyny. It is you coming as you are. It's not this thing where there are no kind of religious rules or anything like that. We are the people that we are, because in order to understand yourself and to be yourself and to see, I am someone that I also believe in mindful hedonism. I am someone that I am not denying my desires in this life anymore. That, to me, that's stupid. Anyone that is practicing things like semen retention, if that's what they want to do, they can do it. And I only wish the best for them. But anyone that is practicing being celibate or practicing semen retention, if there is a reason that they're doing that, there's a reason they're doing it. They're either doing it for energy or they're doing it to build that aura so that they can attract a female. But I personally don't believe in thwarting your desires for this ultimate time to occur or this thing to happen. Like, I just personally don't believe in that. I think it's either going to naturally happen and there's going to be chemistry, or there isn't going to be. See, there is no in between with these kinds of things. There is no in between. There's either chemistry or there isn't chemistry. It either is a natural happening or it's not natural. And the thing that makes this so unique, the thing that makes this so special is that, now, see, me as a person, I want to get a very big piece of land in the future, and I want to build there. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of how I want to make the place, and I'm just doing this to inspire other men to maybe plant this seed in their life. But I have to speak for myself. I can't speak for other men out there. But this is what I would like to see for men. I would like to see every man have their own sisterhood and get their own property, their own land, and start planting and building and doing artistical things there. Have some chickens and cows, get some animals, have creativity there, you know, build a campfire place, have a place where there's activities going on, you know, shit, build your own museum, get your own doctors, your own nurses, your own practitioners. You know, we need to bring back Renaissance. We need practitioners. We need chaperones. And that's what we will be unto each other, is chaperones. That's what the sisterhood is about. It's about them chaperoning one another. It's about them revering one another. Actually, if you want me to be honest, it is a place of worship. And I know how to some people this might sound culty, but you know, it's whatever. Like, maybe it is something like that. Maybe it is something similar to that, but it doesn't mean that it has to be a bad thing. Like, it is a place where we revere one another. We work together. We do things together. We help one another. We worship one another. That's what it's about. It is literally worship. It is a form of worship. And that's why I have a desire to do it, because it's my form of worshiping. And I'm going to do another video. I don't want to go too long because I don't even know if the volume is recording in this. So that is something that I want to do. It is something that I've always had a passion in me to do. It's just I was allowing fear in my life to not allow me to speak about it or to actually say, this is what I'm going to do, because it is what I'm going to do. Now, how it's going to come together for me or someone else out there, I can't say that, because this is all so random. It's so chaotic and random. There's no way that I could say, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to happen. Like, I can think it in my mind, but that doesn't mean that it's going to manifest into that thing. So that is what I'm doing right now, is I am planting the seed by my words, and I'm planting the seed of what I have in here, and I'm speaking it so that other people can hear it, so that other men and women can hear this, because I truly believe that this is the thing that we were put here to do. I know that it is the lifestyle that we were put here to do, but I couldn't understand it. It took me 38 years to get this. And it's kind of strange how something that even when you were a child, you had a burning passion for, you were scared to express because you knew that you were going to be judged for it, that it took 38 years to say, look, this is really me. This is really who I am and what I really want. And I'm not hiding that anymore. So if the world judges you, if the world judges me, oh well. Oh well, because every one of us has to live the life that we are going to live, the life that we want to live. But I think that we have got to start being brutally honest with the life that we want to live. It doesn't mean that everything is going to just come together the way that we think it's going to come together, because more than likely that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen that way. But if you start planting that seed and speaking it, and you know that's how you want to live, then that's what you have to continually speak about. That's what you have to resonate on. That's what you have to understand. You have to allow that to be the essence of who you are and what you do. And you don't even need to label yourself. You don't even need to boast. You don't need to try. It's just being authentic and genuine to yourself, and then people that are like that see the things that they're yearning for, the things that they want, that kind of communal essence that they may be looking for. They will find that within you because you're saying what's really going on in you. And you have to do that. Otherwise, how are people going to know? They can't know what you keep hidden from them. And I'm not even going to lie. This is something that I really did not want to openly talk about. I wanted to keep it a secret, but I can't keep it a secret anymore because can it just come about without me saying anything? Maybe it can, maybe it could, but I don't feel as though I have to keep it to myself any longer because this is truly me. This is who I am. So that is what I'm going for. The sisterhood of polygyny, of polygamy, but without the procreating part. That is the refuge, the dwelling, the thing. That is where it all happens. That is where it all is. And I think that is what the world is dying for today. Because men are working alone, they're laboring alone, they're doing everything alone. And women are laboring alone, they're in the gym alone, they're doing everything alone, they're shopping alone. Everybody's alone. And I'm not saying that solitude, listen, and there is also solitude too. There is also the downtime of being alone and being quiet and being silent and sitting in peace. It isn't just all noise and activity and sex and doing what needs done and having a good time. It isn't all that either. It is the essence of yin yang. It's the essence of polar oppositions. You know, because I'm someone, I need both silence and noise in my life. And when we understand that amongst one another, see, I see it as every man should have his own sisterhood and should have his own little communal thing going on. I believe it with everything that I am. Everything that I am. I have no doubt in my mind. It's not about being right or wrong. It's not about being a slut or a whore or an adulteress. It has nothing to do with that because I see it all as love. I see it all as agape. I see it all as reverence, worship, goodness, truth, honesty, authenticity, art, craft, building, doing what needs done when it needs done. You know, it is the literal circle of the essence of what makes us the divinity that we are while we're here. And that's what I believe. And that's what I'm ending the note on. And that's what I'm planting. So if anybody wants to help support my channel or help me as a person, I have the PayPal link below. If you have to give and you really want to help give, I will be using it for needs or something on this channel to buy equipment or whatever. And if you want to read my writings, go down below. I want to put a thing on there. I want to put members only, but I really don't know if people are going to do that right now. So right now I am just putting my writings on there for free for people to read, but I have to start making a living off of something. You know, I can't just do, cuz this is work, you know, writing is work, making music is work, making videos, this is work. You know, this isn't just like you know, like I have the rest of my life. You know, I just really hope that people out there understand this, that we don't have all the time in the world. And when you're putting your time into something, you got to be getting something back. It's that's just the way the world works, And I don't mean to say that, but I need support as a person too. I need support also, and we all need support whether we want to admit it or not. We're in a world where there is no such thing as independent people. When a pencil is made, someone has to make the rubber tip, someone has to make the steel, someone has to make the wood, the lead, the ink on the pencil, the yellow stuff that you grip the pencil with. Like, it takes people to make that pencil so that someone can draw something. So that's what kind of world we're in. And see, that is outside of what I'm talking about. Like, that's always going to be needed too. See, it's hard to explain, like, when I'm saying something about going somewhere, that is the refuge that I'm talking about. I'm not saying that people still have to go out in the real world. They still have to go and shop or go get things that other people, make. It isn't like it isn't like this living off grid thing, because I don't believe in that anymore either. There is no such thing as living off grid. There never was. There never will be. There is only very few people that can actually go build something in the woods and can live off of plants on the ground or the animals there that they're feeding. Like, where are you getting the feed from? You know, where are you getting your tooth? Like, how are you brushing your teeth? How are you keeping up with your hygiene? I mean, there's ways you can do that, but I'm just saying, it's hard to explain how you almost have to use the system and the capitalistic lifestyle. You still have to use that, but it is a way to get away from that as much as possible, but you still have to use it. So it seems hypocritical, which it is a little bit, but you need that hypocrisy. It's a needed hypocrisy for something like that I'm talking about. But anyway, this is just one part of me and how I am and who I am as a person, and I am just throwing it out there because I don't want to keep it hidden to myself anymore. I don't think that it is I think keeping it to myself is wrong. I don't know if that's the right word I want to use, but I think keeping it to myself is what can come of it if I keep it to myself. I don't think anything can ever come of it. So, and this is just something, as a 38-year-old man, I'm about to be 39. This is just something that I almost see as inevitable. I can't see me living another lifestyle. The only other lifestyle that I'm going to live is being a loner and being by myself somewhere and doing my music and my craft and what I do. But I don't want to do that. I want to have my own little man cave somewhere. I want to have my own property. I want to have a place that I have. And like I said, I want to have a sisterhood. I want to have a community of sisterhood. And doing what we do there, that's what I really want to do. That will give me a reason to wake up every day. It will give me a purpose to know that I have people that revere me like I revere them, people that care for me like I care for them, people that are loyal to me like I'm loyal to them. But we're all individuals, though. See, we still do what we do. We still express our naturalness. It isn't something where it's like this strict, uh, holier than thou place. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. And I know that I am literally speaking into existence something that no other human being has ever thought of or spoke of or is going to do. See, I'm telling myself that I'm going to make this happen. I'm starting to speak to myself that way again because I actually allowed myself to start doubting myself at one point a while ago. And that is just stupid. It is so stupid to doubt yourself. Do not ever doubt yourself. Do not ever doubt yourself because you are always going to be you. So doubting yourself, that is one of the stupidest things that people can do, is hate themselves or doubt themselves or be angry at themselves. It does you no good in this lifetime. It's I don't know what is making people like that. I mean, I have an idea. I'm not stupid, but I know that we need to talk about stuff, and I know that there is stuff that goes on in life. I understand all of that. Everybody already knows how I kind of am, but at the same time, I say hating yourself, that doesn't make sense to me, because what we're all really looking for, what we all really want, whether we want to admit it or not, is we all want to be loved. We all want to be cared for. We all want to be revered. We all want to be appreciated. We want to feel like we are somewhere where this is meant to be, like this is where I'm supposed to be. Because otherwise, what is life worth living otherwise? So that's why I was almost forced to make a change. I have to make a change in my life. Like, I have to start really saying what I want. I have to stop with this fear shit, with this fear of judgment and what other people are doing and what the rest of the world is doing and how people are projecting. Like, none of it matters in the long run. The only thing that's going to matter in the long run is that you are creating your kingdom in this life, because your refuge and your kingdom and your dwelling and your own place at the end of the day is all that is going to matter. It's not going to matter what everybody's saying. It's not going to matter what's going on the internet and what all these people are talking about. None of that shit's going to matter. That is all just temporary insanity and chaos that's going on. See, I'm thinking of eternal things. I'm thinking of things that are precious while I'm here. I'm thinking of beautiful things. Even though I talk about pessimism too, I'm thinking of how can I create the kingdom, the place, the dwelling, the essence, the place that I want to create while I'm here. Because there is nothing more to do than that. That's all that I believe in now, is that. So I guess all I can really say is this is a scenario where I am planting the seed in my life. I am letting it out from the hidden place, basically. And there's still so much more that goes in with it. It isn't just what I'm saying in this video. It's a lot of other stuff that can come into fruition only if we start believing that that can happen, only if we start telling ourselves that we're going to do that. Like, it has to be a passion. It has to be something that you're like, this is what I want to do. And I'm not saying that this is for everybody. I am not saying that this is for everyone, but I know this is for me. I know for myself that this is for me. And I would really like to see this come to fruition in other men's life. I would like other men to have their own sisterhood. And I would like the women to be a part of a divine sisterhood. That's what I want to see for men and women. That is a world that I want to see. And I'm ending on that note. Take care. Don't be stupid. Like I said, if you're going to be a hedonist, be mindful, be responsible. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you are not forcing anybody against their will, then it doesn't matter what you and I do. We're free to do whatever we want to do if we're not doing those things. It's very simple. It's actually very simple. But the prideful man makes it hard. And the foolish woman that will not submit and be loyal to this incredible thing, then they're going to be outside of that, and they're not really going to understand what it means. And someone has to talk about it. And I'm going to speak about this a lot more. This is not the only time I'm going to bring this up. This is something that I'm going to be talking about pretty much in my videos because it's something I'm very fascinated with. It's something that I have a passion for, and it's something that I want to do and I'm going to do in my life. So take care of yourselves. Be well as you can. I know it's all chaotic, but guess what? Even in the chaos, even in all the things going on, create something. Create something for yourself. Make something of your life, make something beautiful. Leave this earth with leaving a mark here if you can. Contribute something to mankind before you go into the void. And who knows, maybe this isn't it. Maybe this is a preparation for our kingdom. Maybe that is what the essence is waiting for, is for us to do this. And who has done this throughout the centuries? That's what I'll leave everyone with. Take care. Be well. Talk with y'all again.